What's going on, YouTubers? It's the Natural Born Thriller, and welcome everyone to WWE NXT UK review, the show from October 10th, 2019. This was the Thursday night wrestling show for NXT UK on the WWE network. They were at Brentwood, England. Sorry about that. a little late. I'm pretty tired. Yeah, I can't really tell, but I'm pretty tired. I need to get some good night's sleep. I wasn't doing this, so. But yeah, Brentwood, England, they were at, and you have Nigel McGuinness and no longer Vic Joseph, because Vic Joseph has been promoted to be on Monday Night Raw, to be the voice commentator for Raw, because it's basically a new direction that WWE's going with, what pertains to give something new and fresh. This doesn't mean I'm gonna go tune into Raw, just to hear Vic Joseph's commentary. No. But because the show sucks. But anyways, but enough of that. So it's Nigel McGuinness and Tom Phillips. Tom Phillips has been doing commentary for 205 Live and for NXT UK. So yeah, no longer the dynamic duos of Vic Joseph and Nigel McGuinness on NXT UK. But even with Tom Phillips is on commentary with Nigel McGuinness, it's still a better commentator either way. Tom Phillips and Vic Joseph, to me, they're good commentators, and not great, but they can handle their commentary. So. But yeah, with that being said, let's get to the show here. Not wasting any time, folks. I want to get this done already, so I could get some good night's sleep, because I'm a little burned out. Basically, what retains me working and not getting that much sleep. So, oh yeah, the first match was The Hunt, Wildboard and Primate versus Pretty Deadly. I forgot the guys' names. In fact, I think it says it here, if I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah, Howley and Melro. Okay, Howley and Melro. They're pretty deadly. They've been on the scenes of NXT UK before. About 4 times now, and I think this is their 5th time, and they call them pretty deadly. But I'm saying myself, after watching them, for the first minutes or two, what's deadly about them? They're just enhancement talents, and all of a sudden they show, they can be just a little deadly, because based on how they were working in the ring, they were heels, and yeah, I thought they could give some more work. I'm not getting into the teams already, that but the way they carry themselves, pertains to them being pretty boys and everything. Especially one of them's got one of those button up shirts, and he's tying up like a woman does. The Hunt wins, by the way. And as far as the match was, it was decent. After the match, you have Imperium coming out, which it was only Fabian Aichner and Marcel Bardell. And Marcel Bardell was talking about, the match is sacred and all that, and basically was saying that, pertains to The Hunt, that they're animals. And all of a sudden, Primate off the top rope onto Fabian Aichner just led to Wildboard going for the heat-seeking missile suicide dive to Marcel Bardell, and the brawl breaks out. All of a sudden, Alexander Wolf of Imperium comes out and basically with a numbers game on The Hunt. So basically, and they did without Walter being there, the NXT UK champion. So Imperium stands tall after beating down The Hunt on the 2-on-3 situation. Or in a way, 3-on-2, instead of saying 2-on-3, 3-on-2, because it's more better to say 3-on-2, where it pertains to saying you know, 3-2. It's, you know, I don't know what I'm saying, folks. At this point, like I said, I'm tired. I'm trying to make sense of it, but hopefully, y'all understand. They announced, and basically they show a video package of Dragunov. They say he's going to be returning in the ring. And I said to myself, he hasn't been gone that long. Like, as a matter of fact, how long was Cardiff take over Cardiff? Since the summer. Yeah, they're saying that he's returning, even though he was never he never took a leave of absence. He was still there, behind the scenes, and also backstage for NXT UK. Saying that he returned, it makes no sense, because how is he returning when he was never gone? When Rotan's taking a vacation or whatever, or at least rehabbing, for months and all that. He's only been gone for a couple of weeks. Rotan's him not wrestling. They want to say he's going back and he's come back in action, yeah. But he's returning. It's a big difference with that, folks. Trust me when I say this. It's a big difference of it. But whatever, right? I'm trying to remember it was this girl, this ring announcer girl from NXT. I don't know her last name, but I know her first name is Alicia. So she interviews Norman Dar, and Norman Dar said he wants to move on from Trent Seven. Despite him beating him via countout, he still got victory over Trent Seven, and he wants to move on to the next step. And he was going to move on to the next step, but also Trent Seven comes out of nowhere. Basically, still got unfinished business with him, and also they were about some altercation or whatever. Also, Norman Dar punches, cheap, basically sucker punches on Trent Seven, and then we get a pull apart, and you have the assistant general manager, Sid Scarlett. He said, in 2 weeks' time, it's gonna be Trent Seven and Norman Dar, and basically order was intact, was intact with the assistant general manager being there. So yeah, the match is on for Trent Seven and Norman Dar in 2 weeks' time, which, by the way, as of this recording, it's going to be in 1 week's time, because I'm doing this in a new week, and unfortunately I didn't get a chance to do a review of this, because I just recently watched this episode on the day I was before I recorded this. So but yeah, that's basically it. So next match we had Jordan Devlin versus Jack Stars, and their bit of Jack Stars where they basically a story here is that they people feel like that Jack Stars, because of his size, even though he's in good shape and all that, and will potentially being in the wrestling business, that he doesn't belong, that he'll never amount to anything. It was kind of weird how they're doing that too, because I think to myself, is he going to win this match? Nope. Instead, well, obviously he didn't win, but he looked strong in this match though, where it pertains to going up against Jordan Devlin. Basically, in the end, Jordan Devlin he dominated the match for most of it, but Jack Stars still got some. He still might come back and all that, but at the end of the day, it didn't matter. Goes Jordan Devlin, who is the Irish Ace, still shows why everybody why exactly he is a star on NXT UK. He won with the Devlin side, the Devlin side suplex. After the match, he grabs a microphone and basically name drops a couple of guys like Walter, Tyler Bate. I'm trying to remember what else he name drop. And it says it doesn't matter because he's the true star. He's the Irish Ace, and no one can measure up. No one is on the star power level like Jordan Devlin. All of a sudden, Dave Mastiff shows up. Now he didn't mention Dave Mastiff, but when Dave Mastiff came out, I say myself, oh boy. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Dave Mastiff, the bomber. Dave Mastiff. He comes out. Jordan Devlin's great to fight him. Mastiff gets in the ring. Or something for Jordan Devlin gets just get out of the way. And then Mastiff gets a microphone and said, after we're done with this match, how about you and I have a match? And then Jordan Devlin was like, nah. And then he leaves. So that's gonna be the next program. As far as Tyler Bate, folks, I heard reports that Tyler Bate has been is right now injured. Which I think why they did what they did here, because it was supposed to be Jordan Devlin and Tyler Bate working on the program. But unfortunately, I don't know the full update of Tyler Bate's injury. I will get to it eventually, but that's why they have Dave Mastiff out there to confront Jordan Devlin. That's gonna be the next program for Jordan Devlin, because unfortunately Tyler Bate is injured. Don't know what the injury is. Hopefully it's not too serious, but all we could do now is, for you Tyler Bate fans, I'm one of those fans as well. Godspeed to Tyler Bate's injuries, where and come back with a full recovery. We need that big strong boy back on NXT UK scene, So we get to the next match: Dave Mastiff versus Kenny Williams, of all people. Match itself, I was into the match. For a little bit, I was not into the match that much, but then all of a sudden, I started start paying attention a little bit more, and all of a sudden, something happened in the match where, Williams was tossed over, the ropes to lay on the floor, and he buckled his ankle. Bad landing, basically. I thought he was gonna make a comeback with a chance to land on the floor, but also then something went wrong with the landing. His ankle was hurting. He was having trouble bouncing off the ropes and all that, and running the ropes. Basically try to but he still held his own in the match though. My eyes were locked on, were focused and intrigued and invested. How Kenny Williams is gonna overcome this. He did very good. I thought he did very good. Despite what happened to him during the match. He didn't give up. He wanted to continue. He wanted to show everyone why he belongs in professional wrestling. Why he wants to do this. Why he can overcome anything that gets in his way. And he did prove that here. Now here's the thing about presenting Kenny Williams. He's a cool dude. You could I could tell the way just the way he looks, and the way he represents to his style. This match made me basically help me with help me where it pertains to Kenny Williams to win me over to be now a fan of Kenny Williams. So Dave Mastiff wins with the into the vote, which is a cannonball strike in the corner. After the match, Dave Mastiff, want Kenny Williams to get back up, to confront, front me, whatever. He extends his hands for a handshake, and Kenny Williams shakes his hand, and that was it. So basically, showing some respect to Kenny Williams for working through this injury. Hopefully the injury wasn't too serious, by the way. So yeah, props to Kenny Williams. My hat goes off to Kenny Williams. Then we get to Xia Brookside. She wanted to keep everyone updated, and all of a sudden she gets interrupted by Nia Samuels. Basically, her egos got the best of Xia Brookside, where she interrupts Xia Brookside's video vlog, where the Nia Samuels show invade. So I don't remember what was said, but Xia Brookside took offense to this, and then she basically challenges Nia Samuels, which I'm assuming is gonna be the next time they'll do this match for NXT UK, which I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the next episode of it. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm intrigued to see this match. I think they wrestled before though. I could be wrong, but I could swear I saw them wrestle before. Where obviously it was they were bringing up Neo Samuels to being something to look at on NXT UK where it pertains to the women's division. So Flash Morgan Webster, Mark Andrews, the NXT UK Tag Team Champions. They show up. They cut a promo about their wins from NXT UK Takeover Cardiff, which was weeks ago. And basically said, if it wasn't for the fans, they would not be they would not have got the opportunities. And then they said thank you. Also, Miguel Gallus coming out to interrupt them, and basically say that they would love to go down there in that ring to beat them, live out each other and all that, but they want to save them. They want to save some for the next NXT show, the NXT UK show, so that they can beat them clean, straight up, fair and square, 100%, in 100% condition, when they become the next NXT UK Tag Team Champions. I'm talking about Gallus. Bobby is Mark Coffey and Wolfgang. So, and that was it. And I think Gallus. I mean, not Gallus. Mark Andrews on Flash Morgan Webster. They made a comeback to say something about they're gonna kick their asses, and that was it. Also, there was a backstage segment where Alicia, the backstage interviewer, who's also the ring announcer for NXT, where she tried to interview Mark Andrews and Flash Morgan Webster, the NXT UK Tag Team Champions. Also, in the former NXT UK Tag Team Champions, the first ever NXT UK Tag Team Champions, the grizzled young veterans, and James Drake and Zach Gibson. They walk by, interrupt, and saying, that we're not here for a fight. We're just gonna let you know that, whoever wins doesn't matter, because they're gonna get back what's theirs, and that is the NXT UK Tag Team Championships. And that was it. Now for the main event, you have Piper Niven versus Jazzy Gabert, who's being accompanied by Ginny. So this is the main event for NXT UK. Piper Niven and Jazzy Gabert, they worked a very good match here. Ginny at one point got involved, where Piper Niven gets Ginny in the ring. Ginny trying to fight back, but if she would have done that, then she would have probably would cost Jazzy the match. But Piper Niven ducked from it, and she headbutts Ginny. Where if he gets distracted, Jazzy Gabert will get back into the ring. All of a sudden, from out of nowhere, Rhea Ripley big boot Jazzy, toss her back in the ring. Piper never capitalized on it with like a running senton splash, whatever, and picks up the win. So this is Jazzy's first ever defeat on NXT UK, and it was because outside in the first of Rhea Ripley. Also, Piper Niven stands next to Rhea Ripley as Rhea Ripley continues to stare a hole in Jazzy Gabert, and then she turns her head to Piper Niven, and then she walks away, and she with a smirk on her face and everything. Jenny and Jazzy Gabert, especially basically Jenny was upset, and she started doing this to Jazzy Gabert. Jazzy Gabert try to recuperate and try to recover and try to figure out what just happened. And Piper Niven has a smile on her face because she got the win over Jazzy. And that was basically it for NXT UK. Toma Wrestling for NXT UK. The show from October 10th, 2019. 4 matches. And my overall rating for the show, I'm going to go with 7.5 out of 10. Good show. Love the show. And that being said, thank you all for watching. I'm tired. I'm going to bed now. I need my beauty sleep before I can work on tomorrow, later on. Basically, I'm just gonna end it here, folks. So thank you all for watching. For It's Natural Born Driller, saying peace on the streets. For this was your WWE NXT UK review. Until next time, what pertains to the NXT UK review. Take care, folks. Good night.